Right, hold on to your hats, folks. It is Taking the Mikel. It is myself, Chris McCarty, John Obi Mikel. It is the morning after the night before. My beloved Scotland. Sorry, John.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've got to go there. We've done it. We're at a World Cup finals.
You guys made it. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, John. Said that through gritted
The last
teeth.
seconds, eh?
Mate, what a finish. I look like this, not normally. I'm knackered this morning. We're recording this podcast the morning after the night before. Have you seen the goals?
No, I haven't seen it, no. But I heard it was such a mental, hectic end of the game. It was just frantic, I think it was. Yeah.
Scott McTominay scores one of the greatest overhead kicks you'll ever see.
Yeah, what a player he's become, isn't it, Scott McTominay?
Unbelievable. Since
leaving Manchester United. But again, Scotland, I've been sort of following the whole situation with Scotland, qualifying or not qualifying to the World Cup. But finally, congratulations, you guys have qualified. I just have to say, shout out to somebody that was really important to me when I joined Chelsea Football Club, Steve Clarke.
Steve Clarke.
What a man! What a character! Under Jose Mourinho, he was superb as a number 2. Just a very, very calm head that you need around the place, around the training ground. Man who knows how to speak to players, gets the best out of players, and just so assured of himself, when he talks to players, speak to players. So for me, I've been following his journey, obviously, since he became number 1, and again, also coaching when he took over Scotland. Yeah. What an amazing job he's done there to take you guys to the World Cup. Just brilliant. Congratulations to Steve Clarke. And Steve, if you're watching, congratulations, man. You deserve it.
I love that. I did. Yeah, you're right. He was Jose's number 2 and you worked with him. So Steve Clarke is going to the World Cup. Scotland back there for the first time since 28 years, which is why I'm beaming. John is putting on a smile for Steve Clarke, but
I'm sure the bars in the States, they're all gonna be happy because Scotland are coming. You guys are gonna fucking drink the whole country to the ground.
There's no doubt the tequila that's gonna be drunk in Mexico, they're gonna be dry after a week of the tournament. Right, well done to Scotland. But of course there'll be a lot of people tuning into this, John. We've taken a few days, you've taken a few days to let the disappointment of your beloved Nigeria's failure to reach the World Cup finals, a second successive tournament in which the Super Eagles will not be there. We've spoken a lot on this podcast about it. I know you've got an awful lot to say about this. There's an awful lot to unpack. Let's start. Your emotions, you've had a few days to reflect on it. Penalty shootout defeat to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nigeria out.
Yeah. I think the word there you mentioned there is failure, and I think that's what it is. Failure, I think that's what it is. That's what we call it. I think it was just disappointment to the whole situation. What happened before the game, before the two games. Just situations that shouldn't have come up, came up, and whichever way you look at it, whether it was resolved or not resolved, those situations will affect the players. Yes, we did win the first game, but then the second game, we couldn't get through. Those situations shouldn't have happened. There was a lot of negative things that happened that shouldn't have come up. Players skipping training, not going to training. For such important games, you can't do that. So number one, who to blame? Who do you blame? The players are saying it's from the money owed from African Cup of Nations, that they owe that money, that they should be paid that money before these two playoff games. You have to choose your battles sometimes as players. And when you find yourself in a situation where we find ourselves, 2 playoff games, which is
must win. Lose, go home. Win, you advance. I just think those situations shouldn't have come up. The players, whichever way this situation should have been resolved before anything like this comes up. Because we know these 2 games are the most important games. I've said it here so many times. Yeah.
Of those players' lives, everybody depended on these 2 games. And I just thought that this whole situation, it doesn't matter who you play. If you skip training, if there's negativity around the place, it will affect the players. It will affect everybody around the team. Not just the players, the fans, the country, the nation. Everybody was worried about what was going on. The players not going to training.
2 days before.
2 days before a World Cup playoff game. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. And I did say it, that whatever it will take for the NFF to make this whole playoff games comfortable, for the players to feel comfortable, the players to not worry about anything, do it. Now is the right time to do it. And what did they do? Few days after we spoke about that, something else came up. Yeah. Something else, big negativity came up. So these are the things that I always talk about with this NFF. They choose always the wrong time to make issues come up. Yeah. Because it was just the wrong time for the situation to come up. And it just comes again with the whole thing that I talk about every single time. Do we have the talent in the team? Of course we do. Do we have the players to take us to the World Cup? Of course we do. We have all these things. The potential is there with the team, with the players. But when you have the people in charge,
constantly putting
the team in this situation, in this negative situation, it brings the whole team down. And that's what happened. Yes, we did win against Gabon 4-1.
After extra time.
After extra time. But then we couldn't go past DR Congo. It's just the whole thing of negativity. It just doesn't work well when you are in this situation of going to the World Cup. And that's where my frustration comes with the NFF. That's where my frustration comes with them not being the right people to motivate these players, to get the best out of these players, to make sure that these players are comfortable playing for the national team. Because if those things happen 2 days before the game, it doesn't matter if you have a meeting and sort it out. It still lingers around. Of course. Mentally, it's in their brains thinking, you know what? This thing has just happened. We missed training 2 days before. Am I fit? Am I ready for this game? Because I haven't trained for 2 days. Mentally in your head, you're not focused on that game.
Yeah.
So these are the little things that when it happens, they're not little things. These are things that has been happening time after time, year after year, of this NFF, of the wrong people being in charge. I've said it. There is no two ways about it. We had to go to the World Cup, and now we failed 2 times in a row. It's a disaster.
Could that be, hear me out here, John, because you're not going to like how I word this, but this might be a good thing for the long term if it finally leads to the NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation, being ripped up and started again, John. And that's where we're at, because you've said on this podcast, you've said it, this is nothing new. We go back to the 2014 World Cup, similar issues. There was the dispute over unpaid bonuses back then. Money that was owed to the players that you have a right to. Now, before anyone starts saying, wait a minute, you're playing for the country, money should be the last thing on your mind. But equally, it's what you are owed. Therefore, if it's not money that it's been given by, it's not like that. It's not like it's just...
You're not asking for money.
No.
You're not asking for a handout.
You owe it.
No. You owe this money. It's the money that you deserve. It's your right. You've played these games. And you owe bonuses. Those bonuses should be paid. Those bonuses should be paid to the players. It doesn't matter. Yes, people say, yes, your country. Yes, these players earn a lot of money. Yes, they do. Yes. But when it's your right, you should be paid.
It's a good faith. It's a show of good faith.
It should be paid.
You've held up your end of the bargain. It's up to the NFF to hold up their end of the bargain.
Exactly. So going forward, where do we go from here now? What is done is done. A disaster. A big disaster. Let's not make a mistake about it. It's a big disaster. It's a humiliation to the nation. It's a big humiliation.
2 World Cups.
International-wise. 2 World Cups in a row. And we call ourselves the Giants of Africa. Let's not kid ourselves. We're not the Giants of Africa again when it comes to football. Let's not kid ourselves. Because the Giants of Africa should be in a World Cup. 2 in a row, we failed to qualify. 2 in a row, we failed to qualify. So where do we go from here? Yes, We have AFCON coming up.
Yeah, it's only a month and a half
Exactly,
away.
a month and a half ago. A month and a half to come. We have the AFCON coming up. We have to regroup. We have to go forward because we have a huge tournament coming up. We have the AFCON coming up. It's a huge, massive tournament coming up.
Does winning it help the mood?
For me, I don't think winning the AFCON will make up for what has happened. I don't think so. Because the average Nigerian, a Nigerian fan, we all Nigerians, we want to see our country in the world, in the biggest stage, competing with the big boys, competing with the big countries, competing with the top boys playing in Europe. That's where we want to see Nigeria. That's where we want to see our country competing, measuring ourselves with the best, where we at. And twice in a row, we have failed to do that. That's where we belong. The World Cup is where we should be. We should be competing in the World Cup. So for me, I don't think, that's my personal opinion now. Winning the Nations Cup, does it make up to what we've done, the failure that's happened? Yes, a little bit. But does it 100% make it up for it? I don't think so, because we want to see ourselves in the World Cup. It's a shame that you can't see a striker in his prime, absolutely on fire. It's not going to be in the World Cup. Erling Haaland knew about it. 28 years or 30 years, they haven't been in the World Cup.
28.
He knows. As one of the best strikers in the world, he has to be in the World Cup. He has to be, because that's where he belongs. Competing in the World Cup, in the biggest stage.
On the biggest stage, yeah.
On the biggest stage. That's where he belongs. And it's a shame that we can't see our best striker in Africa be in that biggest stage, competing, showcasing his talent, scoring goals for our country, for our nation, Africa, Nigeria. So for me, going forward again, we talk about it. Yes, it's a short time to make changes now before leading up to the Nations Cup. But those changes has to be made. Those changes has to be made. I said it.
Top to bottom.
That if we do not qualify for the World Cup, the NFF, the whole board has to go. They have to go, because you can't keep repeating the same mistake every time and thinking something is going to change. It's just going to be the same results. If you have same people doing the same thing and failing all the time, and you give them one more time, no. They're going to keep failing.
They had a job to do.
Get
to the World Cup.
And they messed it up.
Yeah.
Their job is to take the country, the team to the World Cup, and they failed. They have absolutely failed. And the corruption is incredible. It's incredible what goes on there. You know, you have a president of the FA, leaves the FA, his tenure is done, he leaves his FA, and he puts his own boy in it. His own prodigy, his own whoever that is trained.
It's a cabal.
It's a circle. It's a cabal. It's a circle. You think the NFF president answers to himself? No, he answers to people above him, people who put him there. If anybody comes into the NFF, if anybody comes into the national team, make sure my 3%, my 5%, you're going to send it to my account.
What?
It's not him that's running the NFF. It's not. He's got people that he answers to. It's the corruption. It's the corruption. So that's what I said. I know we've talked about it, and the answer, oh no, the government cannot get involved and select who they think is going to be the NFF president, who's going to run the NFF. It's FIFA that have to decide. Mate, when you're wearing your shoes and it hurts, you know where it hurts, don't you?
Of course.
I don't fucking know where it hurts.
It's a nice analogy.
We Nigerians, the government, have to decide who runs the NFF.
And put
not FIFA.
No.
I understand this has been the case. This has been what's going on. But that has to change. Because the people of the country, we know where it hurts. We know what we're going through. So for me, whichever way you look at it, I love what FIFA is doing. FIFA has been great. They're trying to help the countries. They're doing so much for African countries. They put in money where they should. They're giving money where they should. But those money are not being used properly. But we know where it hurts. We know if somebody's not doing the job properly. We, the people of the country, should be able to elect who we think can govern and bring the best out of the players, out of the country, out of the footballing system that we have. Sports, not just football, sports, everything connected to it.
It's almost like what you're saying, John, is there should be an independent regulatory body that ensures that when the money is given to federations around the world, that the money is being spent correctly.
The money should be spent properly. But so far, it's not. The money is not spent properly. So far, it's not. Like we talked about it. Yes, FIFA, I think there was money was given. Yes, it's not spent properly.
It's going into the wrong areas.
It's going into the wrong areas.
And in the wrong pockets.
The play where the money should be going to the kids, to academies, developing the academies, developing the facilities in the country, making sure that kids, when they find a good facility where they can go and play football, where they can go and enjoy themselves playing with their friends, build 5-a-side pitches, good pitches where kids can go after school.
Coach education.
Education as well. Bring in the coaches that can be able to develop these kids. Put the money in the right places. Not in someone else's pocket. Because that's where it goes. And they're going to whip up something stupid somewhere and say, oh, this is what we built. That's not worth anything. They're trying to fool everybody. No, you can't. So going forward for us, as a nation, as a country, I believe that yes, we have to get the right people to be in charge of the game. We have to get the right people that has been there, done it, knows what it feels like to play these games, to be in these situations. That can tell the players, listen, I know what you're feeling because I've been there. I know how you feel. Let me help you. Let us help each other together.
Yeah.
Let us make this work.
Collaboration.
Because at the end of the day, we are here to play for the country. We are here to play for 230 million people, 300 million people. We're here to play for them. The one thing that unites our country, the one thing that brings people together, it doesn't matter the economic situation. It doesn't matter what's going on. The tension, politics. It doesn't matter. The one thing is football. The one thing we hold so dearly that brings us together is football. It doesn't matter what you go through. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Once the national team is playing, everybody tune in to watch, to support. Football is everything to us in Africa, in Nigeria. Everything. Football can stop a war.
As has been proven.
As has been proven. When there is no future for the youths going forward, there is no future right now when it comes to that, to the country. We talk about football, yes. You can talk about the youth. Finish education. There is no job. There is no guidance. There is no way forward for the youth. They're scrambling for jobs. They're scrambling for things to do. It's not just the national team. It's just not sports. It's not just football.
The country.
It's everything.
The country's on its knees a bit.
We are. We're not progressing. We're regressing. We are regressing as a footballing nation. And we have to do something about it.
So
we have to do something about it quickly as possible because another 4 years is coming. You might think it's 4 years is far away. No. You start now.
Yeah.
You start now to build for another 4 years because 4 years can come very quickly. And if you're not ready, same thing is going to happen. If we're not ready in the next 4 years, if we don't put in the right people now for the next 4 years to run football.
It'll be 3 World Cups you're missing out.
It's going to be 3 World Cups you're going to miss in a row. And that, my friend, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So put in the right people now for the next 4 years. Get the right people. Put in the right structure. And make sure whatever you're doing is done properly.
Right.
It's done with the right people. So that's what we have to do going forward. Going forward for the next 4 years, we have to start now. And what I mean now is after the African Cup of Nations, the NFF board have to go. They have to go. We said it. If we don't qualify, start afresh. Start afresh. Heads has to roll and it has to happen. It has to happen. They have to go, put in the right people. They can take us to the next 4 years and make sure that we're ready again when it comes to the next 4 years.
Right. You know the question I'm going to ask. You've spoken passionately about the NFF situation, Nigerian football, the situation in your country, John. I see a lot of comments, a lot of people comment on our social media, a lot of people comment on our YouTube channel. John Obi Mikel, step up. You could be the man to do it. So with that, I've got to ask the question, would a role interest you if the framework is one that you believe in, John? To go back to your point, a clear, concise plan that's devoid of corruption, that is clearly built for the good of Nigerian people and Nigerian footballers, would you be interested in a role?
One thing that I've always done since my early days, I don't know how many players you can mention, maybe one or two, that has shed blood and tears for the country like I've done. I've played in all the under age groups, 17s, 20s, 23, national team. Years of sacrifice. I've done it. I can never, not for once, say no to my country when I've been called to help. Situations where I know I can give something back, where I know I can give my opinion and help. I will always be ready for that. But again, you've just said it. That will not have corruption tied to it. I am not going to do that. If I have to answer to somebody else, if I have to say a yes, sir, I am not going to do that. A clear picture of what has to be done. If you want that to happen, if you want a clear picture, if you want us going forward, a fresh start, building the right structure, making sure things are done properly, of course, getting the right team, people that can answer to what we're doing, that have same direction,
same thoughts,
same focus, same thoughts, same way of going forward to making sure that we create an environment for these players, for the national team, so that when these players come back home to play, there is an environment that is cultured for them to perform. That is cultured for them to do well. Not to worry about anything. Play football, because that's what you do. You're good at it. We can see you do it. Week in, week out with your clubs. When you come home, perform the same way, play the same way, with same passion, with same aggressivity, with same willingness. That's what you need. That is the environment you need to create. And these players are not stupid. When they come and they see that things are not done properly, they know.
Well, Alex Iwobi, in his hotel, John. I mean, that in itself, and the biggest week, you said it, one of the biggest weeks in recent Nigerian times, first day, and I messaged you straight away and went, oh, not again, John.
Not again, yeah.
You got
Something
Alex Iwobi in his hotel room in Rabat saying, what is this?
Yeah.
Then comes the fallout of the bonuses, and you're thinking, why does the NFF make the same goddamn mistakes time after time after time? You're giving the players an out, John. And you've often talked about it. Chelsea and other clubs and other nations don't give a player an excuse.
Don't.
And that's what's happened.
Don't. I was a player that I was privileged enough, lucky enough to play for Chelsea, yes, and in good money. And one thing I always say to the national team, to the NFF, to the presidents back then, because I used to have a chat. My bonuses, you can hold for a while. You can give me excuses. You can tell me, oh, you know what, it's coming, blah, blah, blah. We can negotiate. We can do this. We can do that. I will listen a little bit to you. But when it comes down to the little things of flight, booking, making sure that when I'm flying, I'm comfortable. I'm on a good airline. I'm flying with the right airline. Hotels, when I walk into the hotel, that it's good. It's a good hotel. It looks nice. It's good.
It's comfortable.
To be comfortable.
You feel safe.
I feel safe. Tell me stories about my bonuses. God, I can listen a little bit. But don't give me excuses when it comes to me flying from London to Nigeria.
Yeah.
You're booking me in a shit airline. You're not making me feel comfortable. Flying down 6-7 hours. Those are non-negotiable for me. I can't negotiate that with you. And that's where I had problems with them.
Yeah. Good
when
food
I walk into the hotel, it's not a nice hotel. The food is not good. Those are the things that I worry. Those are the things that I had arguments, fights with them. The bonuses, I can play around with it.
I hear you.
But not those things, not those little things. But those little things are not little things. Because those are the things that helps me feel comfortable to perform, to play well.
Sign of respect.
Exactly. If you don't eat the right food, the good food, you can't perform well. You can't. We know that. We know that. So for me, those are the things that I fought sometimes with them. And again, Alex Iwobi, yes, that picture, maybe it was taken innocently, him posting it up. But again, as a player, playing in Europe, living in a nice accommodation.
You would have rather he didn't post.
Should have known better 2 days before the game. Rather, don't put that up. Because I read some of the comments, people saying, oh, you should be fucking lucky that you have a nice, you live in a nice place, you earn good money, you have your own house and all these things. Don't laugh at us in Morocco and stuff like that. I read the comments. You don't want this negativity. You don't want that around 2 days before a playoff game.
So if you were the captain, you'd have said,
Alex. If I was the captain, I saw that. I'd tell him, take that straight away. Take it off your Instagram. Take it down. We don't need that. We don't need that. First of all, we've put ourselves in this situation of playing these 2 playoff games where we shouldn't have been in that situation. CAF has helped us, for some reason, deducted points from God knows who, and we found ourselves playing playoffs games. If those points were not deducted, that's it, we're done. Right, we're done.
Yeah, South Africa were deducted the 3 points. They still qualified top. You still got past Benin, so you would have still been there.
Still would have been,
but you shouldn't have ever needed.
We shouldn't have needed to play that if we won our games earlier on. So for me, these are the things that, yes, maybe Alex posted that picture.
Frustration.
Innocently, for some reason, whether it was frustration or not, but don't put it up on social media. Don't. You don't need that negativity. And for him to then come out and try to defend himself, that just plays around. It's a negativity. You don't need it. You should be concentrating on the games ahead, trying to find a way to win those games, because those are the most important thing you should be thinking about. Not posting on social media something that is going to bring negativity to the team, and then follow that up with, again, comes the bonus. So there was just too many negativity leading up to the game that affected this whole playoff. And to be honest, if we can beat Benin and DR Congo and Gabon, mate, we shouldn't be going to the World Cup. We shouldn't be. We need to find the way forward right now. The nation, the country is bleeding. We need to heal from this disaster. We need to heal. And to heal is to make the right decision. The right decision is to appoint the right people to be in charge. I keep saying it. To go forward, to create the right environment, to bring the right structure that can help develop this country from top to bottom.
Yeah.
We have to do things right. And to do things right, you have to end the corruption. It's eating us alive. It's eating the talent we have, the potentials we have in Africa, in Nigeria. We have the players, we have the talent, we have the potentials. You can see it.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to fix the structure. You have to put in the right people to make the right decisions, to make sure our players come back home and they're in the right environment. This is my home. This is my fatherland. This is my country. You have to make that place a fortress, that whoever is coming to play against you, knowing that they are losing here today, You can't beat us. You can't beat us. We have to create that environment for those players to feel comfortable. Give them what they need. Provide for them. Whatever you have to do it.
Well, you've said if a structure, whoever, an individual, maybe we're talking about someone who's had success in business out with maybe a Nigerian. Again, I'm not au fait with successful businessmen or women outside of the country, but a new structure, new faces, new voices, John. You've said if someone can prove the pathway, you would be interested. You've never turned your country down.
I will never.
You've said on this podcast, a JJ Okocha, a Kanu, two guys who have done wonders for Nigerian football. You would be open to those types of people who have given the blood, sweat and tears to their country, to come in and form a new alliance that can bring Nigerian football forward.
Exactly. A new alliance, that's what you need. People who know the game, people who's played the game, people who know what it takes to be in situations like that can make things happen. That can make things happen and create an environment where these players know that when they come back, they are coming back home to play for the nation. They are coming back with knowing that everything is in the right structure, comfortable. I know I keep mentioning the word comfortable.
I hear what you mean though.
Players need it.
An environment.
The pitch where you train.
Yeah.
The facilities where you train. The gym where you go to. Has to be done properly. The right equipment. First class equipment. How can Nigeria, we don't have a camp where we call a camp where everything is built?
You don't have that.
We don't have that. Where you have pitches, you have gym.
You don't have that.
We don't.
A centralized training base.
We don't have a training base where we call this is our training base, this is our camp. We don't. These are the things you have to.
Yeah.
We are a rich country. An individual can wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going to sponsor that. Nothing to him. You have to find the people that can be able to do that. Put things in the right structure. Ask the government for it. Go in, get it, do it. Sometimes also what happens when they ask the government for money and it's given, they don't do it.
Yeah.
You can't keep asking for money and not doing what you ask for.
Yeah. Here's the plans.
And the money comes and you don't do it.
Yeah.
Then if you go back tomorrow and ask the government for more money, they'll tell you to fuck off, mate. What happened to the last money I gave you? What did you do with it? Show me the results. It's about results. And so far, these NFF are not producing results. On the pitch, off the pitch, nothing. Absolutely zero. It's a massive disaster right now. What is happening to our football? What is happening to Nigerian football? We are crying for help. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
We are crying for help. We are reclining. We're going backwards. We're not going forward. There is nothing. There is absolutely nothing that gives us joy. That gives the Nigerian joy to watch and support the country. There is nothing.
And it's the lack of trust. We talk a lot about moving forward. You need a strategy. You need a proper structure. I've called it a new alliance. But more than that, John, from listening to you as we have over the years, transparency. There has to be accountability. If you're in a specific role, your job is to ensure that the funds that you receive are used appropriately to ensure that from grassroots level to the senior level, Nigerian football is moving in the right direction. Yes. And there's none of that. No accountability.
No accountability.
And no transparency.
No responsibility, no transparency. No accountability, no transparency, no responsibility.
And no vision.
Nobody takes either of those. Now they're coming out saying the NFF, oh, it's not their fault. Yeah. Yes, it's the play.
Finger pointing.
At the end of the day, yes, we can talk so much about NFF. That is a known fact that they have to go. It has to change. The players, I said it before, the players are the ones on the pitch. They also have to take responsibility. I'm not letting them off on this. No, the players should take responsibility. At the end of the day, it comes down to the players. At the end of the day, it comes down to the players. Do your job and then fight tomorrow. They didn't do their job. If they qualify the country now for the World Cup, then fight for the bonuses. Then you have something to stand on. Then you have a valid reason to say, you know what? You don't pay me my bonuses. I am not going to show up for the camp for the World Cup. Because that's what I'm owed. You have to pay me that. You can't be fighting when you're almost on the finish line. Doesn't make no sense. So the players should take responsibility of their performances. I watched the game against DR Congo. Yes, for the first 20, 30 minutes, we were good. But after that, they were much better. They wanted it more. They showed more passion, more aggressivity, more willingness. They created more.
Tactically late on.
Tactically as well.
Yeah.
They wanted it more. At the end of the day, that's what comes down to these games. Who wants it more? DR Congo wanted it more. And that's why they're through. Our team, we should take responsibility. That's my word. Responsibility, accountability. You were the ones on the pitch. You can talk so much about how you're not paid, how the bonuses should be paid. Yes, take accountability of your own job, which is playing, which is winning, getting the result, taking us to the next round. They failed to do that, the players. So they should be held responsible as well for this situation.
And the manager, John, I've got to ask.
And the manager as well. Honestly, for me, the manager...
you know what I'm going to ask you?
I don't know the guy. I can't say much about him. You know what I mean? So for me, for him to come out at the end of the day...
I know where you're going.
After the game saying, oh, it was voodoo.
Oh.
For me, it sounded like someone who's you know, how can you say that we lost because of voodoo? That the guy was throwing something and it was voodoo going on, water, whatever it is. For me, that sounded like a man who's, you know, has nothing else to say. We're looking for excuses. Mate, if voodoo works in football, do you know how many World Cups Africa would have had? Do you know how many World Cups we would have had?
All of the winners of the previous World Cups would have all been African.
I mean,
right.
What an excuse.
It's ridiculous.
What a ridiculous excuse that it was voodoo. I mean, when I saw it, when I heard it, I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, I was so angry about the result.
But then you see that.
But then when I see that.
Come on.
That's the lamest excuse you can come up with. That's the lamest excuse. Voodoo.
I'm just
I mean, if you're watching football, you know how many people would have been winning stuff?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
just flick it and it works.
Throw out some water.
Throw out something and it works.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, we would have had, I don't know, God knows how many World Cup.
You would have won them all. You would have been a 4-time World Cup winner, John. So
for me, nah.
Is he the man then? Would you, and we talked about this, there's an African Cup of Nations a month and a half away. You've talked about there needs to be a clean slate. You've kind of have intimated that the clean slate comes after the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah. There is no time to make it now. There is no time to make changes now.
But he's not the man long term, Eric Chelle.
Yeah, I think long term for me, I think he's not the man to lead us forward. No.
But then who is?
To be honest, I always thought we always do. As much as I will say our local coaches are doing really, really well, we've seen it. They've been given chances. It just doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work. Number one, they don't know how to deal with the players. They don't know how to talk to the players. They don't know how to communicate with the players. So there's always fights. We've seen it with Finidi George and Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
That he missed a couple of games, which is probably what's cost us this going to the World Cup, because Victor missed 1 or 2
games.
And we didn't win those games. Those were the games we drew or something like that. So again, we've seen it. It doesn't work out. So for me, I always think that you get a foreign manager and get the local coaches to then learn and support and be the number 2, the number 3, you know. So
you'd be in favor of a coach coming from South America or Europe, or
I will be. I think we need a manager from. Looking at it, I think you need a manager that is very, very well educated in the game, that knows a little bit about Africa, how to work also, how to work in Africa, how to communicate with African players,
the cultural sensitivities,
the cultural sense of the game. A manager that's probably worked somewhere around Africa, that knows how to deal with African players, African culture.
Something like an Hervé Renard would spring to mind.
Something like that. So we need somebody like that. But again, I just think that we need a path forward. And right now we don't have it. We don't have a path forward. You need to have a path forward. You need to have a plan. Then you can put the right people to carry that plan out. And so far we don't have it.
You've had 3 coaches in this qualifying campaign. You tried to get Bruno Labbadia in, the German. He fell foul of German tax laws, believe what you read on that front. Yeah. But you started with Joel Pesero, you then moved to Finidi George, you finished with Eric Chelle. It's simply not worked. And when he's there blaming voodoo practices at the end of the game as to why his team lost, it's embarrassing. And I'm with you again. Listen, I've not got money in this game, but when I look from afar, it just needs someone to say, stop, we're ripping up the whole thing from top to bottom.
Yeah, you have to say stop. You want to rip up the whole
thing.
Corruption playbook. Yeah. That's what you have to do.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop. Take a break. And just do the right thing. Do the right thing. And whichever way we have to do it, we have to do it. You have to
find a way.
Going forward, you have to find the only thing. Football is the one thing. It is the one thing that holds people together, that brings people together. Whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether the 4 major tribes in Nigeria, the Hausa, the Yoruba, the Igbos, 3 of them, 3 major languages, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Christian, Muslim. The one thing that brings us together
is football.
It's football. That is the one thing. That is one thing that we look forward to. That's one thing that we support together. We enjoy together. We drink together. We eat together. We watch together. Gives us joy. It doesn't matter what is going on in the country. It doesn't matter what the economy situation is. It doesn't matter the suffering of the people. All that goes out of the window. When there is football, when there is the World Cup, we support our own. We support Nigeria. And for the past 8 years now, this NFF have deprived the common Nigeria the chance to watch our team, our country, in the World Cup, in the biggest stages. They have deprived us that by mismanagement, corruption. They have. Whichever way you look at it, they have. Now it's another 4 years. We say, let's give him another chance. No, because you know what? It's still going to be another the same fucking result. Failure. Because they don't know how to do it. They have no idea how to do it. What they're interested in is what comes in, put in their pocket. That is what they're interested in. And that has to stop. Football has to be the main thing because this is what we cherish. This is what we have talent. We have the potential. The raw talents are there in Nigeria. Go around the country. Places that you've never been to before. Raw talent. How do you bring those raw talent out and bring them out and train them? Look for them, scout for them.
All of that's missing.
All of that is missing because you don't have the right people to do that. You don't have a team that is devoted to doing that.
I can picture it, John.
They don't have the team because they always think about now. No. Invest in the future. Invest in the youth. Invest in the academy. Invest in those raw talents that we have because we have them. We have them.
The new Mikels,
genetically we have.
The new Obassis, the new
Exactly.
Ossiums.
Genetically we have it. Physicality, strength, power, speed. Develop them. All we need. We don't need much. Create the right environment. Develop those young players for the next 10 years. For the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Put the right structure in place.
So, 4 years' time, John Obi Mikel, NFF president, Steve Clark, manager of the Nigerian national team.
Jose Mourinho, manager.
I was going to say Jose. But change is coming, you hope.
Change is coming. It has to be made. Changes has to be made either way. Has to be made. And I'm sure everybody around the country will agree with that. You know.
Get that phone turned on, John. You're going to get a call as soon as this drops.
It has to be done. But nonetheless as well, I will have to say, yes, we failed again. But now it's time for the whole of Africa, for the whole of the nation, Africa, to support and get behind the African countries that are going to represent us because they deserve it.
Lovely touch.
We have to support the African countries because we've seen that in the last World Cup, what Morocco has done. It can be done. We were close. They were close.
Very.
Very close. So our failure needs to get aside. We have to support the African countries. Yeah. Show support.
And Scotland, John, as well. Throw them in.
You know, you have the Mo Salahs. They're going to be there in the World Cup. We have to support our own. We have to support the African countries. Show support. And hopefully the African countries, we do well in the World Cup because that's what we want to see. We want to see the African countries spring surprises in the World Cup. Beat the big boys. Beat the bigger countries. You know, get to the semifinals. Get to the World Cup. Get to the final. And maybe, you know, you never know. Get to win it. Why not? It can be done. So we have to support our own. The disappointment of us not getting there, yes. But let's not forget, there's African countries that are going to represent us. So we have to get behind them.
Love it, John. Absolutely love it. Right, there's going to be an awful lot of fallout, I'm sure, from this episode. Do check us out. If you're listening to us, you can find us on our YouTube channel at Obi-Wan Podcast. Watch us there. See John in all of his glory as well. Very measured from you, John. I've got a lot out of it in this episode. Change is coming. His phone is on. He will take calls, I'm sure. Right, that is it for another edition of Taking the Mikel. Yes, we could congratulate Germany for getting there, Norway for getting there.
Norway, yeah, Erling Haaland, the Norwegian team, for getting there because he thoroughly deserves it. You know, I think that's something he's been working for such a long time. He's worked his socks off to make sure that he gets the Norway national team to the World Cup, and it's brilliant to see that. He took everything in his shoulders.
Yeah, he did.
The whole country everything was in his shoulders. And to see him do it, to finally take Norway to the World Cup, it's absolutely brilliant because he deserves it. We want to see the best in the World Cup. We want to see the best players play in the World Cup. And Erling Haaland is the best striker right now in the world.
No doubt.
So he should be there. He deserves to be there. 100% deserves to be there. But it's just shameful that we can't see the best striker in Africa there as well, alongside him, scoring goals. and winning games for Nigeria.
Yeah, it is a shame. Erling Haaland, 55 goals.
Unbelievable.
In 48
Incredible.
games.
Incredible.
For his nation.
He's like a
Bonkers.
machine. Incredible. The form that he's in right now this season is hard to stop. And the one thing that I like about Erling Haaland as well right now, that he's doing it in the bigger games. And this is something that I've always talked about. This was the one question mark that we've always had. But now he's answering those critics with scoring goals, providing, winning games, winning those big games, scoring those big games. He's absolutely on fire. Absolutely on fire. So for me, if City keep him fit, if he's fit, City keep him fit, and Rodri coming back, for me, again, I know we've said it, Arsenal is theirs to lose.
Had to get them in.
I know that, we've said it, but City are coming back strong.
Yeah, they are.
City are coming back strong. And the one thing that they have on their side is that they've done it. They've done it. They've been there. They've done it. They know how to do it.
Yeah.
They have a manager who's won it 6 times and has done it 4 times in a row. So he knows, and the players know how to do it.
I guess that's the only little crumb of comfort Nigeria not getting to the World Cup. You don't have to come up with a plan of perhaps stopping Erling Haaland, John. That's the one little crumb of comfort.
No, we will be watching him on TV.
Yeah, we'll be watching him. Yeah, I certainly will. And we'll be there. I'm getting the Tartan Army. I'll be there cheering on Scotland. Right, that is it. What an edition it's been. Get your thoughts, drop them in our social media comment boxes. You can do so on YouTube. We'll get to your comments as well. Taking the Mikel in association with Betwinner. John, thanks as always.